It's in the game. quarterbacks might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Curt. Let's get this thing underway. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Hurricanes offense comes on the field first today. First, we're going to see an elite wide receiver who's had a spectacular season. Curt, defenses have tried to stop him, but this guy's production has put him very much in the Heisman conversation. That's how good he is.
Yeah, massive numbers every single week. Do a nice job of getting him the ball, not just downfield, but we've seen his ability to make plays after the catch. To me, that's really what separates him from the rest of the top receivers.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Beck. Makes a quick grab. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today, we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The receiver grabs it.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And now the handoff. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running. But this Miami Hurricane back, he's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. Caught quickly. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion of first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. So, Curt, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Beck. Makes the catch, can he get in? And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Direct snap. This play is blown up. The defense all over him. The Wildcat look backfires that time. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. It's a short gain. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
And it's a dangerous part of the field to be reaching into your bag of tricks. For a minute, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone. But they do pick up some positive yards.
Fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, when was the last time you saw an offense eat up the entire first quarter? Talk about moving the ball methodically down the field, and then eventually you're able to punch it in for a touchdown. This defense is going over to the sidelines just looking for answers.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So Alabama's offense out there for their first possession. We'll see this quarterback, Curt, who's very much a contender for the Heisman Trophy. He told us he's trying to ignore that talk, but the numbers he's putting up as we head toward the home stretch make him impossible to ignore.
Yeah, and I think he's done a really good job of kind of putting this on the back burner, the individual accolades. He's focused on winning games, and I think it has a big part of why he's been able to enjoy such a great year.
Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Makes a quick catch. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Ground near the sticks. It's Curtin. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The completion sets up a 2nd down play. Looking for a receiver. The receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Looking to throw. It's Beck. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The offense going with the hurry up. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds his target, and it's complete. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Canes. Great connection there for 6 points.
that's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
The Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. They get the second half started with the running play. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got it with room to run. They finally grabbed the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. List goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He'll run it here. He breaks free. A quick spin move. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll go right back to him on first down. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He keeps it on the design run. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Back in motion now. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field.